When I was 9 years old, actually just all of a sudden I lost my vision in my right eye. I was so scared that, I would sit, in bed and just shine my light in my eye and see if it would, what was wrong. I had a really rare disease called von Hippel-Lindau, and it creates tumors all around the body. It starts in the eyes a lot of times when you're young, and then goes to the brain, spine, pancreas, kidney. Tumors kept growing and growing and growing, and I came so close to going blind. When I lost my eye, I was pretty angry as a kid, but I was focused on one thing. I was focused on science. I was focused on understanding our climate.
We are talking about a major snowstorm that is about to unfold across New England and the Northeast.
Here in West Winfield, New York, we do have 36 inches of snow on the ground.
I had brain surgery when I was my freshman year of college. I also had spinal surgery. So it was a very uncertain time period in my life, trying to juggle health and trying to go to college as a meteorologist. So really Angel Flight is the number one lifesaver for me, because think about it, I would have to travel down 7 hours to Baltimore every 6 weeks. I wouldn't be able to continue my studies as a meteorologist. It's the everyday people that are willing to help out that person when they are down, when they are struggling. That's how our society as a whole continues to be successful. When I'm in the plane, I look around at the clouds and the ground below. You realize how small the world is.
2 feet of snow fell here today alone, and more to come tonight.
So when you are in these hard times, no matter who you are, my advice is to just take a step back. We are all connected, and there's a bigger plan to life than we as humans can even understand.
You just don't ever think it's going to be your family, and then you hear the words and it changes your life forever. Macy was diagnosed with stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma on August 10th, 2019. She was 21 months old. She had tumors throughout her skull and her face. If she didn't respond well to the chemo, you just run out of options really quickly. After that first round of chemo, we literally saw the cancer melt away in her face, and she became Macy again.
Yummy, yummy. Can you say hi?
We had our end of treatment scans, and we thought we were going to be done. And we did a brain MRI, and it showed a small lesion in her brain. In the neuroblastoma world, it's just kind of known that if you have a CNS relapse, you go out to Memorial Sloan Kettering. Angel Flight came in and just took that burden right off our shoulders, and luckily we met our pilot Guy, who's amazing, and we love him so much. We went back and forth multiple times, and that part of the stress of travel was taken care of.
It's always a challenge getting to treatment, but doing it during the pandemic made it 100 times more difficult. So I was part of the group of people that flew patients and equipment during COVID. And, because cancer doesn't care about COVID. Cancer is cancer.
We're just so glad that there's people out there that are willing to donate their time and their planes, right, Macy, to help us. Did you like the airplanes? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you slept most of the way. She did really good on them. Do you remember the headphones? Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm-hmm. And we could talk to each other? Mm-hmm. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. Did you like it?
Yeah. I remember the airplane.
What color was it?
White.
It was white, yes. Did you maybe help start the airplane once?
Yeah.
Duh. Did he let you hit a button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once I saw Macy, it's just amazing. I mean, it was worth everything. The sweetest little girl, immediately made a connection with her and her family. And since then, every time I saw them that they needed a flight back home or coming here to treatments, I would jump right away and fly them. Amazing little girl. I remember telling her mother, once she finished the series of treatments here in New York, and she got invited to her wedding 20 years from now.
Whoa, it's really going, Macy.
I always felt like I was meant to be a mother. And then when I had Macy, you hold your perfect little girl and you want to protect her from everything. And I know what it means to love unconditionally. We were away from my husband, her dad, for, a good 3 to 4 weeks at a time each time we were out there. So it was an extraordinary feeling when we had our last angel flight and we got to come home and we knew that we were done. We're grateful for where we're at, but without God, I don't think we would have been able to see the blessings through all of this. Every day, I'm just so grateful for every smile, every laugh. We're blessed beyond belief. Thank you to everybody involved in Angel Flight. We are so grateful, and we will never forget our time spent with every one of you.
Looking at Tegan every single day makes me want to be a better person.
She's an amazing little girl. Amazing.
At our 20-week sonogram, there were some issues. We went back the following week and the doctor said he could not find any pulmonary arteries.
We had a very short window to make a decision whether we wanted to continue on with the birth or not.
9 years ago, we flew out to California. I was just a baby in my mom's stomach.
Originally, they had told us that we were never taking Tegan home from the hospital. They encouraged us to actually terminate the pregnancy. They told us that there was no way she was ever leaving the hospital. And now every milestone she makes is a miracle because they told us that this was not possible.
I keep telling Tegan when she needs her next surgery, eventually, JetBlue is actually going to let her fly the plane to California.
She loves ice cream. She loves watching movies. She's just doing even better than they ever thought that she possibly could.
Let's do it again.
We never thought back then we would be living the life that we are today with Tegan. Everything was such doom and gloom from the very beginning, and she proves us wrong day in and day out.
She is tough and she's fierce. We call her a princess warrior. I think that's the best way to describe Tegan. People have just gone above and beyond. They want to help. They're so inspired by her story. We're just unbelievably grateful every single day. When I put her to bed, we weren't supposed to have this present, and we get to enjoy her over and over again.
Thank you, JetBlue and Angel Flight, for saving my life.
In 2008, I was playing in the basement with one of my friends, and there was a gasoline tank in the basement along with a heater, and the gasoline spilled to the heater.
Hot water heater.
and it burst into flames.
6 months in the hospital, 3 more months in rehab. He had recovered, he was healthy, and now it was time to start getting him better after all the injuries. From rehab is when we started the reconstructive process, which brought us up to Boston, which connected us with Angel Flight.
I've had a lot of major surgeries. I had one big one on like my abdomen. I just had a recent one on my wrist and some of my forearms.
We make 25 flights a year, probably. We're back and forth all the time. It's, you know, we go in for surgery, we're home the next day, we're back in a week. It's a lot of traveling now. I can't even count the number of surgeries he's had. It's been close to 100, I'm gonna guess. And the way he handles all those is amazing. His feet are straight now, so he can walk again. And that was a big one. That was long. That was because they did some bone work in there too. We were in the hospital for a while for that one.
Go.
I always wanted to walk. I was basically jumping from one couch to another in my grandma's house, and just doing therapy, just practicing standing for 30 seconds to a minute instead of him carrying me everywhere. I can get up and walk again. It's amazing. Life without Angel Flight would be very difficult, I would think.
He couldn't handle 2 hours in a car, let alone 6 hours in a car with a lot of these surgeries that he's had to go through.
I'm looking to go to one of the top aviation schools in the country, inspired by Angel Flight, because they always let me fly when we fly up to Boston. He supported me. When I was 9, he made me a flight simulator for Christmas, and we still have it downstairs, and I fly on it every day. I think I'm surrounded by like a big community that supports me. Angel Flight, all my friends, everyone that's in my life, really. I can do anything that anyone else can do, and there's nothing that could really stop me.